DEESLIMDAOG and Stay Solid is the movement. Yeah, we back with another one. But yeah, man, we talking about NBA Youngboy. Yeah, man, allegedly, man, I was seeing something on my timeline that, NBA Youngboy, he ain't mentally and spiritually doing too well right now. He was saying, after this next album he dropped, he was gonna die. And I don't know how true this is. They said he was talking to Boots on the telephone, but I don't know if it was an AI or not. I hope it ain't really got that bad for NBA Youngboy, man. But depression is real, yo. It don't matter how many millions of dollars you got. When you're not happy in life, you just not happy in life, man. And I know that can seem impossible. Somebody that's really banned up like that come from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, from nothing to having everything that he got, to saying he not happy. But you got to think of it like this. You don't know who around you real, man. You don't know who around you really love you and who really out trying to get you. You know what I'm saying? Them the type of things that NBA Youngboy is probably dealing with in his thought process, man. And then we don't know what underlying health issues that NBA Youngboy dealing with, yo. He could been dealing with, severe depression, for a long time, man. And after a while, man, it's nothing, you could really do for a person, man, if they ain't happy in their soul, man. And one thing I learned about suicide, that I don't think they really be wanting to die, man. They just be wanting the pain to stop. You know what I'm saying? And it seemed like, how much money he got, he probably can't get the pain to stop, man. That's why I tell y'all all the time, it's important, you got to have God in your life, man. Because that's the only real peace you going to ever get. You ain't going to get no peace and money, yo. You can have all the money in the world. You can have all the cars in the world. You can have all the jewelry in the world. But if you ain't got no real peace of mind, and you ain't got God in your life for real, then you really ain't got nothing at all, man. Because anybody will be around you when you got millions of dollars. Yeah, any female will want to lay up with you and tell you they love you when you filthy rich and you got all different type of cars, and you could take them on all type of luxurious spending shopping trips, and they can stay at the best places with you. But deep down in your soul, that shit ain't really real. NBA Youngboy know deep down inside that if he didn't have all these things, that all these people that's rocking out with him, they probably wouldn't even be with him, man. And I think that's what's really hitting him and hurting him inside, man. That, through all the stuff he got, he still ain't happy, man. And, that's sad, man. I know he get a lot of flack saying he a demon and he got 19 bodies and all like that. But I think he hurting as a human being, that he hurting, man. And, hurt people hurt people. But I don't want to see NBA Youngboy go out bad, man, and commit suicide. But what I don't understand is he got family. He got his mama around him. He got his team around him. Why they letting him even post stuff like that? I hope he just trolling and he ain't dead ass serious about what he talking about, because death ain't nothing to play with, yo. Death ain't nothing that you should taunt at all, man, because, you can speak death upon yourself, man. A lot of people don't know this, but your tongue, man, can bring a lot of stuff on you, man. You speak life, you shall live, and you speak death, you shall certainly die. But I hope NBA Youngboy, man, some type of way can get him some help, reach deep down in his soul, man, and try to talk and pray to God, man, or somebody that's around him can see that he crying out for help and they can help him and save him, man, before it's too late. Because I sure hate to wake up one day and see on my timeline that Lil Top done did something to itself, man. It ain't worth it, man. Shit get better. I done been through some of the most crazy and worst shit in this lifetime, man. But you got to keep on going, man. Because the rain fall on the just as well as the unjust, man. Bad things happen to good people. But, it's just a sad case, man, that a man could gain the whole world and lose his soul, man. And y'all do me a favor. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the content and hype me up. And y'all be looking out for that next video, man. Stay up, NBA Youngboy. Until the next time, knowledge is power. Stay solid, the movement. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. I'm out. Peace.